What's up guys, Jonny May here from Piano with Jonny, and welcome to this week's quick tip where I'm going to teach you the easiest, fastest way of transposing any song to a new key. Now when most students want to transpose a song to a new key, what they try to do is they look at the interval that the new key is in. So if the new key is like a third up, then they think, well, I have to measure every single melody note a third up, and I have to take every chord and do it a third up. Well guys, let me tell you that there is a much easier way to do it, and in today's quick tip, I'm going to teach you how with what I call the number chart conversion method. After today's quick tip, you're going to find it much easier to transpose songs. Now today's quick tip is actually a portion of a live workshop that we recently did for our members at pianowithjonny.com. It's called How to Transpose a Lead Sheet, and you guys can check out the full workshop. I'll put a link to that below, and let's go ahead and dive into the quick tip. Okay, what we're going to do today is we're going to look at a tune, just an original tune I wrote called Jan's Hideaway. It's a kind of a fun little tune. Actually, Yannick, who's my co-founder here at Piano with Jonny, we're goofing around and we both sort of came up with this melody, and I said, well, we're going to call it Jan's Hideaway. He laughed. So the title stuck. Anyway, we're going to work through Jan's Hideaway, and what we're going to do is play through the tune. It's a simple melody, simple chords, and then what we're going to do is a little bit of analysis. We're going to think of these chords a little bit differently, and I'm going to teach you guys my method. It's a kind of unique method, but I call it a number chart conversion method. Okay, number chart conversion. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this material and we're going to convert it into a number chart. And this is the key to transposing a song. You must do a conversion in order to put it in a format that allows you to play it in another key. We'll be talking about this here in a minute. All right, guys, you ready for this? Here we go. Jan's Hideaway. And again, this is a beginner intermediate lesson, so we're really taking our time. If you're a complete beginner, you'll be able to understand a lot of these concepts, and I'm going to move you through to about a beginner intermediate level. Okay, here we go, guys. This is Jan's Hideaway. I played it at the beginning. Okay, I'm kind of playing it in a stride style. But basically, I want to teach you guys this melody and get you comfortable with it, and then we're going to do some analysis. Okay, so go ahead, guys, and play with me. Once again, we're going to just learn the melody here, and then we're going to talk about what to do with it. Okay, melody note, E, F, G, E. Okay, it's a swing tune. Ba-dum, ba-dum. And you can change the rhythm here. You don't have to play exactly the way I'm playing it. Then F, E, D. Okay. Notes are right here in front of you if you read sheet music. F, G, A, B, A, E, G. Okay, that's two phrases right there. They're kind of short phrases. Okay, we're going to move along here. D, C, B, C, A, and then we go B, B flat A, and then we go B, A, G, A, F, E. Okay. Pretty simple little melody, okay? And again, we're going to be spending quite a bit of time analyzing this melody. Okay, let's go ahead and play it now once together. Go ahead and play the rhythm with me. We'll start on the top. Here we go. E, F, G, E, F, E, D. Hop up to the F. F, G, A, B, A, E, G. Great. We're going to go to the next phrase, guys. We're moving things along. Here we go. D, C, B, C, A, B, B flat A. Final phrase, B, A, G, A, F, E. Okay, great work, guys. What I want to do, and by the way, if we're going too fast for you and you're saying, Jonny, I cannot keep up, this melody is harder than I'm comfortable with, all of these lessons get archived at Piano with Jonny in our workshops archive. In fact, all of our live workshops get transformed into courses. We will turn this into a course that has multiple lessons, and this will be in our jazz roadmap. Okay, so just FYI, if we're going too fast for any of you guys, I want you to keep this in mind. Okay, so it's a fairly simple melody, and again, we're going to be spending a lot of time looking at this. Let's go ahead and skip the chords for now. Okay, we're going to jump back to the chords in a minute. But what I want to do is talk about this melody. And basically, we want to ask ourselves a question, you know, can we think of this melody a little bit differently? Meaning, right now, you know, we're thinking of these as notes, right? I'm thinking of this as an E, an F, a G, an E, okay? But we actually want to think of this very differently. We want to think of it as numbers. We're going to talk about this in a minute. So what I want to do, guys, actually first, is I want to go through the C scale and just talk about the numbers from the scale. So go ahead, take your pencils out, and what I did here is I notated a C scale starting on C, okay? And basically, we're just walking up the scale. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay, it's all white notes, C major scale, okay? And so do this with me, guys. We're gonna write in the numbers from the scale. This might be kind of rudimentary for a lot of you guys, but again, this is really kind of setting us up to think differently about the tune such that we can transform the tune into a number chart, okay? So we're gonna go 1, that's gonna be the first note. Then we're gonna go 2. Next note will be 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, guys, these are just the numbers from the C major scale. Okay, again, starting on C, this is a C major scale, all white notes, and we think of them as numbers. Really, really key. In other words, you no longer think of, I don't want you to any longer think of the C as a C, I want you to think of it as a 1. Okay, it's a 1 in a C scale. And the D, don't think of it as a D. Think of it as the 2 of the D scale. And the E, think of it not as an E, but as a 3 of an E scale. And as you play the scale, this is something I want you to practice, is play the C scale, but try seeing not the key, which we're taught, especially in classical piano, you're taught this as an F, but in jazz musicians don't think of this as an F. They think of it as a 4. And they think of the G as a 5, A as a 6, B as a 7. Does this make sense? And this is really the difference between a classical musician who plays all the notes on the page and a jazz musician who takes a lot of liberties. They can play in any key. It's the numbers, okay? So we're actually kind of starting to move into this numbers, number chart conversion that we just talked about. Okay, so guys, this is the notes from the key of C, okay? The tune is in the key of C major, right? If you look at the beginning of the tune, the key signature, there's no sharps, no flats. We're in the key of C, okay? And if you play the tune, there are mostly white notes in it, and that should be a dead giveaway. And we're in the key of C. C has all white notes, okay? So this is going to be our reference for how we think of the melody Jan's Hideaway, okay? This is super important. Make sure you guys write these numbers in, okay? What we're going to do is a quick analysis of the melody, okay? And instead of thinking, okay, this is an E, this is an F and a G and an E, we're going to think numbers. We're going to go to this scale and we're going to say, okay, what's an E? That's a 3. What's an F? It's a 4. What's a G? It's a 5, okay? So here we go, guys. Get your pencils out. You can use colored pencils if that's helpful. Mark it up. Take notes, okay? If something I say really resonates and you go, ah, that's important, write it down. I'm a huge fan of taking copious notes in materials. Here we go, guys. You ready for this? Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the quick tip and just wanted to make a quick note that the lesson sheet music, which you're seeing on the screen here, and all of the backing tracks are downloadable for our members at pianowithjohnny.com. Just thought I'd let you know. Let's go ahead and hop back into the lesson. First note, E of the melody. What is that? What's an E? It's a 3. Got it? Let's move along. We're going to move right through this, guys. What's an F? It's a 4. You guys seeing this? I've got the reference up here, the note here. Okay, what's the next one? It's a 5. What's the next one? 3. Okay, you might be able to go faster than me. You might get ahead of me. You might be right with me. It's fine if you get ahead of me, if this is easy for you. That's totally cool. 3, 2. Numbers conversion. We're turning this into a number chart, you guys. This is the magic. Okay, what's the F? It's a 4. What's the G? It's a 5. C, A is a 6. Okay. Now you're seeing my OCD. The number has to be perfectly above the note. 6, 7. Okay, 7 is the B. What's the A? 6. What's the E? It's a 3. What's the G? It's a 5. Okay. all I'm doing, you guys, is I'm looking up here. I'm going a little quickly here, but basically I'm matching the note up. If I see an F, it's a 4. If I see an E, it's a 3. A D is a 2. Make sense, guys? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep scrolling down because I want to finish analyzing this melody. And by the way, this is an analysis. So people talk about analyzing music or harmonic analysis. This is what they're talking about. Melody. Okay, let's keep going. What's the D? This is a tricky one because this D is higher than the scale goes. But we do have a D down here. We know it's a 2. So write that 2 in, guys. 2. What's the C? C is the 1 of a C major scale. B is the 7. C is the 1. A is the 6. B is the 7. Oh, this is a weird one. What's a B flat? It's a flat 7. Okay, flat 7, guys. Okay, really important. Okay, we're going to be, that's a trickier one. A is the 6. We're going to keep rolling through. 7, 6, 5, 6, 4, 3. Okay. Again, guys, for the sake of time, I'm not scrolling up to say, okay, well, this is the number. But if you just looked up here, you would see, in fact, that these numbers are correct. And indeed, the B is the 7, the A is the 6, and the G is the 5. Guys, this is so crucial, and I just want to make another point here that this is an absolute must. If you want to transpose music and you want to easily take a song and play it in a different key, you must think of them as numbers. Because if you think of them as the key, then you're going to have a really hard time. Then a lot of pianists, when they try to transpose, they think of the interval, meaning like, okay, if I'm playing in C, like that phrase, E, F, G, and then let's say you wanted to transpose this to E flat, which is up 1, 2, 3 half steps from C. Well, they try to think, well, okay, well, I'm going to play every note up 3 half steps. So then you have to measure every note. You got to think, okay, what's the first note? It's an E. Well, what's up 3 half steps? It's a G. I had to do all that work to think of this note. So I actually don't recommend using intervals as the means of playing a song in a different key. It's actually extremely tedious. This is a much better, faster, easier method, is to look at the key you're in this case the key of C, and ask yourself, what are the numbers of the melody related to the key that you're in, okay? So that's, again, if you're confused and you're thinking intervals, no, don't think intervals. If you don't know what an interval is, it's the distance between 2 notes. We're actually relating the melody to a scale. Makes sense? Let's keep going, guys. All right, guys, this concludes the quick tip. Did you enjoy it? If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Now, I mentioned earlier that this lesson is just a portion of the full-length workshop where you learn the entire song and how to transpose it into the new key. In the remaining lessons, you learn how to take this number chart and convert it to the key of F major. We look at the chords, we analyze those, and then we convert those into numbers and then put those in the key of F major. So once again, guys, this is a comprehensive course on how to transpose any song or lead sheet into another key. We also have the intermediate advanced live workshop. So if you're more on that level, we address this song, but we use more advanced chords, and we also transpose it into 2 different keys. You guys can get full unlimited access to these courses, plus over 400 other lessons at pianowithjohnny.com in our Piano with Johnny membership. We have a huge community of piano players, students learning with us, and we're adding new courses every single month to the membership. We do live monthly events for our members. We have a live Q&A. We have a live workshop lesson. We do weekly challenges for our members. Our members get access to a bunch of my sheet music arrangements, and we just have a ton of fun. So be sure to check out the PWJ community. Guys, thanks so much for watching this quick tip, and I'll see you in the next one.